Hello everybody, obligatory greetings to you all. So many times I have tried to record this, but it just keeps going awry. Nevertheless, let's get into it. My beer bottle is empty, so it's getting close to the end of the night for me. I don't drink every night. Some nights. Some nights. So if I flick over to my Steam window, we can see here Source SDK base 2013 single player is running. That is because I'm currently running this mod, the Shepherd Source. Now, if you're familiar with Half-Life Opposing Force lore, you'll know that a certain military man by the name of Adrian Shepherd has to fight through a bunch of stuff. You'll also know that his name is spelled with an A, not an E. Shepherd instead of Shepherd. But, whatever. Whatever. I can do whatever I want. It's more of a theme reason that it's spelled that way. But, anyway, getting back into it. So the reason why it says that this is running is because that's what happens when you've got a mod that's still in progress. It runs, a lot of the exe file is still inside the SDK base. The folders for the Shepherd doesn't actually have the exe file in it. There is game text which tells Steam what to call it in the library and tells it where to find the logo, etc. And also tells the logo to use for the game itself. But anyway, so if I move to the game window, which I do currently have open, most of the time I've been running it and then showing it. So here we are, the Shepherd. You may have noticed that there is currently no background map. One does exist, but it's not actually linked in the CFG, and if you look up here, Motoloader map is invalid, no such map, maps/background.background01.bsp. So once I actually have a proper background map, I will name it to background01.bsp, and it should load by itself automatically. So what I can do here in the interim is I can set what map is supposed to load in the background, and at the moment that is test 1. This is the first map I ever made in Hammer. That is why the walls are so high. The walls are actually really thick too, but you can't see that from in here. That's why the light is embedded in the ground, and why the only thing you can see is a Combine Soldier. I basically followed a tutorial on A, how to make and compile a source map in Hammer, and B, how to make a background map. And that was what I ended up with, was this. It was late one night. I really wanted to actually have a piece of the mod ready. That was before I even got this font sorted. So I made this map. So if I go into some of the menus, you can see there are a few differences. I've made it green, because it just fits with the rest of it, with the whole opposing force thing. If I go into new game, I can actually load Chapter 1. The map that it loads, as you can see, is very similar to the Test 1 background map. In fact, the only difference is that I've fixed the height of the walls and also added an HEV suit and an SMG to pick up. You'll see down the bottom that the HUD is green. The selector bar is also green. We have our friend Colby over here. If I get too close, he'll spot me. Oh. There we go. See, in rare cases, the Combine Soldiers give you grenades, but he's just not doing it for me. You're holding out on me, Colby. I'm always going to keep him around. He's a good bloke, even though he's had half of his brain scraped out and most of his organs removed. He's a good bloke. This is Nancy. We don't talk about Nancy. That's why she's dead in the corner. There is one more map that does exist in the mod so far, but unfortunately it doesn't have any much more interesting stuff in it than this one. Let's load it up. And here we are. It's another... So if I just grab my stuff again, you'll see there are some doors. Now, 2 of these doors are fake, 1 of them is real. What do I mean? This one leads to nothing. Colby really is... it really does have selective hearing. That's what I don't get. He doesn't hear me opening the incredibly loud door, but he hears me stand up and start to sprint. You're so inconsistent. It's okay, buddy. I'll let you sleep. I'm not giving you money. You punk. Put that arm away. Put that arm away. No one's giving you money, Colby. You're not getting paid. You don't get paid. I don't have the money to pay you. You may have seen I fixed the light. It's actually not... it's not embedded in the ground. There's nothing holding it up, but it's not embedded in the ground, so that's a start. So, these doors do nothing. This door does do something. Well, it opens like the rest of them, but there's... This is Colby's room. This is where he comes from. He comes from the endless void of nothingness. It's empty and cold. Just like his heart for not giving me any grenades. I swear, twice he's given me a grenade, and it's been real fun, because I can just dump it out there and watch it go poof. It's lovely. Alright, that's all I really have for you guys today. So next week, there should be another project that I'm working on, will be unveiled, and it should make my recording setup so much easier to work with. But for now, this is what I've been working on. A follow-up to Half-Life Opposing Force, made with the Source SDK. So until next week, I'll just take myself and head off to bed, and I shall bid you adieu.